Hello, students. In the second topic, reconstitution of partnership firm. In admission of partner, we have already discussed two videos, and now in this video, we will have to study about the revaluation account or profit and loss adjustment account. Before admitting a new partner, we have to revalue the assets and liabilities of existing firm, because at the time of admission the market values of the various assets and liabilities of a partnership firm are to be considered. So the changes in the value of assets and liabilities are to be made, and these changes are transferred to profit and loss adjustment account or revaluation account, because the increase or decrease in the value of asset, the effect should be given to the old partners only, so either profit or loss, that is to be transferred to old partners only. So we have to revalue the assets and liabilities before admitting a new partner, and the effects of that revaluation are to be determined or ascertained by preparing revaluation account or profit and loss adjustment account. So if the value of asset increase, there will be profit, and so here revaluation account is credited. And if the value of asset decrease, there will be loss, so revaluation account to be debited, because revaluation account is a nominal account. Debit the expenses and losses and credit the incomes and profits. So increase in the value of asset is a profit, so revaluation account is credited, and decrease in the value of asset is a loss, so revaluation account is debited. And in case of liabilities, if the liability increase, there is a loss, so debited to revaluation account. And liability decrease, amount of liability reduced or decreased, there will be profit, and this is to be transferred to credited to revaluation account. Or suppose there is a unrecorded asset, then also revaluation account is credited. If there is fine, we found unrecorded asset, then asset account debit means there is a profit, so credited to revaluation account. And if there are any unrecorded liability or any outstanding expenses, so this should be loss, so debited to revaluation account. Outstanding expenses is a liability, so increase in liability. Or even making provision for bad and doubtful debt, it is also loss, so this is also to be debited to revaluation account. And if any prepaid expenses are there, prepaid expenses or reserve for discount on creditors is to be made, so there should be profit, and it is to be credited to revaluation account. Revaluation account is credited. And after making revaluation of assets and liabilities, we have to find the balance on this account. If it shows a credit balance, there will be profit, and this profit is to be transferred to old partners' capital or current account in their old profit sharing ratio. And if the debit side is more than that of the credit side, there will be loss on revaluation, and loss on revaluation is to be transferred to means debited to old partners capital or current accounts in their old profit sharing ratio, like a profit and loss account, revaluation account, and or profit and loss adjustment account. Revaluation account is always debited where there is a expenses or losses, and credited where there is a incomes or gains. So if the credit side is more, there is a profit, and profit is credited to old partners capital account. And if there is a debit balance, there will be loss, and our losses are transferred to means debited to old partners capital or current account. So like this revaluation account is to be prepared. And one more final or last adjustment in the case of admission is a adjustment of old partners capital accounts. This will be the last adjustment in the admission of partner. Adjustment of old partners capital accounts on the basis of incoming partner share and his capital. Incoming partners on the basis of incoming partner share and proportionate capital. Suppose A, B and C. A and B are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2. And they admitted C as a new partner by giving 1/6 share in future profit. And for 1/6 share, C bring in rupees at 20,000. For 1/6 share, he contributed or he brings in rupees 20,000 as his capital. Then A's and B's capitals are to be adjusted in proportion with the C's capital and his share of profit. So for 1/6 share, he contributed 20,000. So 3/6 means 1/2. 1/6 किती आहे 20,000. So 1/2 1/6 20 मीन्स ओव्हरऑल किती होणार आहे 1,20,000. 1/6ला 20,000 जर असेल तर ओव्हरऑल कॅपिटल किती व्हायला पाहिजे 1,20,000. रेसिप्रोकल 20,000 गुणिले 6 1,20,000 आला पाहिजे. मग एचं कॅपिटल किती आहे 3/6 मीन्स 1/2. सो एज कॅपिटल टू बी ॲडजस्टेड रुपीज 60,000. बीज कॅपिटल 40,000 and C's capital 20,000. 3, 2, 1 तीनाला 2ला 1. C 1/6ला 20,000 आहे. 3/6 that is 1/2. A's capital should be 60,000. B 2/6 means 1/3 means 40,000 and 1/6 20,000. So 60,000 40,000 आणि 20,000 असं नवीन बॅलन्स शीटमध्ये ABC कॅपिटल असायला पाहिजे. ABC 60,000 40,000 20,000. आता इथे ॲडजस्ट करायचं याचा अर्थ काय एचं कॅपिटल समजा 50,000 आहे. एचं कॅपिटल जर 50,000 असेल तर त्याला 10,000 आणावं लागणार आहे. कॅश अकाउंट डेबिट करायला लागेल. किंवा ही ॲडजस्टमेंट बाय ओपनिंग करंट अकाउंट असेल. एज करंट अकाउंट इज टू बी ओपन. करंट अकाउंटचा बॅलन्स परत डेबिट होणार 10,000. आयदर ही हॅज टू ब्रिंग इन ॲडिशनल कॅपिटल 10,000 or his current account is to be opened and there will be debit balance of 10,000. Suppose B's capital is also 50,000. B's capital is also 50,000. In old balance sheet, B's capital is 50,000. But in new balance sheet, his capital will be 40,000. त्यामुळे बीचं कॅपिटल रिक्वायरमेंटपेक्षा 10,000ने जादा आहे. मग हे 10,000 त्याला परत करावे लागतील. 50,000 ते 40,000 करावं लागणार आहे, तर त्याचे 10,000 त्याला परत करावे लागतील. म्हणजे बीज कॅपिटल अकाउंट डेबिट टू कॅश अकाउंट होईल, किंवा बीज कॅपिटल अकाउंट डेबिट टू करंट अकाउंट ओपन करावं लागेल, किंवा लोन अकाउंट पण असतं. Capitals of old partners can be adjusted through giving or receiving cash through cash account, through current accounts or partners loan account. एचं काय म्हटलं आपण, 60,000 पाहिजे होतं, त्याचं कॅपिटल 50,000 आहे, त्याला 10,000 आणायला पाहिजे, म्हणजे कॅश अकाउंट डेबिट होईल, किंवा एचं करंट अकाउंट डेबिट होईल. बीचं काय पोझिशन आहे, बीचं 50,000 कॅपिटल आहे, पण नवीन बॅलन्स शीटमध्ये त्याचं कॅपिटल 40,000 असायला पाहिजे, म्हणजे 10,000 त्याला परत करावं लागतील, रिफंडेड. वी हॅव टू मेक रिफंड, ऑर वी हॅव टू ओपन बीज करंट अकाउंट. बीजचं करंट अकाउंट मात्र 10,000 क्रेडिट असेल, किंवा बीज लोन अकाउंट. ओल्ड पार्टनर्स कॅपिटल्स आर ॲडजस्टेड थ्रू कॅश, opening current account, or by opening their loan account. But this adjustment is to be done on the basis of incoming partner's capital for his share of future profit. So we have already discussed that the C has to contribute 20,000 for 1/6 share in future profit. So for 1/6, 20,000. So overall partnership capital will be 1,20,000. 1/6ला 20,000 आहे, तर टोटल 1,00,000 किती होणार, 1,20,000. 20 1,20,000 होईल. मग तिनासाठी किती, 60,000. 3/6 1/2 एचं, आणि बी 2/6 40,000. 1/6 20,000. 60,000 40,000 20,000 असं कॅपिटलचा बॅलन्स त्या ठिकाणी असणार आहे. आणि ए आणि बीचं कॅपिटल ॲडजस्ट करावं लागतं, आणि हे ॲडजस्टमेंट कशी करायला लागते, थ्रू कॅश. म्हणजे आता एला आपण काय म्हटलं होतं, एला कॅश आणायला पाहिजे 10,000, किंवा बीला कॅश द्यायला पाहिजे, किंवा बाय ओपनिंग करंट अकाउंट. एचं करंट अकाउंट 10,000 डेबिट होईल, बीचं करंट अकाउंट 10,000 क्रेडिट होईल, किंवा ओपनिंग लोन अकाउंट. एचं लोन अकाउंट डेबिट, याचा अर्थ त्याला कर्ज द्यावं लागेल, आणि सीचं लोन अकाउंट क्रेडिट, त्याच्याकडून कर्ज ते घ्यावं लागेल. म्हणजे एचं लोन अकाउंट ॲसेटला दिसेल, आणि बीचं लोन अकाउंट लायबिलिटीला दिसेल. असं कॅपिटल ॲडजस्टमेंट त्या ठिकाणी करावी लागतं. सो लाईक दिस, important adjustments are studied through 3 videos. Thanks.